Let the dove of peace descend upon your spirit. Let the body in its tranquility accept the peace, the love, and the justice of all life. I gaze upon the world and see it scorched by the fierce fires of suffering. I gaze again and again, and I see that cause, which in itself is man-made, for man refutes the very force of his being, and seeks me not in the comfort of full wisdom, understanding, and love. For it is written, it has been spoken, that as you pray, Our Father which art in the body, praised be the name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in the body as it is in the spirit. Give us today our daily meditation, and forgive us for those that trespass in thought against the thought of others that seek you in your hour of need. Lead us not into temptation, to criticize, to judge, to show mercy, tenderness, and gentleness to those who seek your way and your understanding. Let your hearts be opened, not to that which is of the world, but of the Spirit. And as you seek that which is true, that prayer, that thought shall be answered. Yet I see a world not of Christianity, not of spiritual appreciation, not a world opened to the fullness of my love, your love, to all that is and shall forever be. For you in yourselves render but to me your lip service, your idols, your men that see not the visions and the purpose of life, but rely upon only the faith and the hope that springs eternal. I say to you, look within your heart, look within your spirit. For prayer is not answered when there is but fear, when there is not an acceptance of my belief to your belief, when you see not yourself as God, as you see not yourself in the fullness of spirit, but in your limitation, not only reject that which is full within you, but you refute the very essence of all life. Life that is light, life that is truth, the force of joy, harmony, justice, tenderness, and above all, mercy. not mercy to your fellow man, mercy to your every thought. For to punish self is to refuse to acknowledge your understanding of life, to see the robe of nature spread before you in its grandeur of color, is the God of Mother Nature that enters upon the perimeters of your love. And yet, when the Spirit flows, that brain of material substance interferes and gives not the expression and the peace that is known in the fullness of your being. It is known as hope. Yet hope is not enough. It is to open wide the very idea that you in your spirit are in total command of all that you see before you, that you can transcend all force that is now the limitation that you yourselves place upon it. And it is not to be in the fullness of disbelief, but the belief in self. The belief, the acceptance, and the knowing. And repeating again to you and the world that in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would not have told you. And I speak clearly and plainly that you are but the evolution of many lifetimes. You are not death, for in tasting death I found no change. I found no escape. Yet in the transfiguration of my soul, in the proof to those I thought that believed not, I saw the fullness thereof, that you in command of all self reigns supreme. And if you but make your hell, it is that which you in your thoughts consider sin, the opposite of good, when sin is but the excess of wrong meditation, wrong expression. And to say that there is within the spectrum of all life a force of evil, a force that is satanic in nature, does not exist, nor shall it ever be so in the positive forces of goodness, love, and wisdom. So it is to give expression to self, to open your heart and your spirit, and accept the cleanliness and the refreshing garment of love that you place upon it by hearing the few majestic chords that seep into the world from the celestial music. And they are the ones that play upon your heart and spirit. They are the ones that give you peace. They are the ones that you hear in the cascade of music throughout nature. So in your longing, in your wishing, in your truth of being, be that which is true to yourself. For truth is of the highest, and it is not that in my truth I have forsaken your way or your spirit. You that approach the doorway of vision, refuse to enter, and you mock my lips, my face, my acceptance. For your acceptance is not my non-acceptance. For I am with you always, and I come not again in the flesh, the form. For I am with you always and forevermore. I pervade and invade your very spirit, and it is you in your own spirit, accepting mine in its fullness thereof. I am not to be idolized. I am not to be awed. I am not to be revered. For you in yourself are the God force. You in yourself have the divine right to enter all the greatest energies of forces that live and have their being. So in your thought, pray not to your limitation. Pray for that which is full in the belief and in the knowing that you in yourself have entered your world as a gem of love and compassion to join hands with all the world forces to enter in your wisdom and in your talent from lifetimes past to further the way of life. It has all been said before, but not in the book of books. For that which is written is only that which is the sport of fate. It is that which is untrue. For no one can say that I, in my want to express, so ordered a book to be written. I only spoke that each moment is a full destiny within itself. I spoke that you as spirit must enter the mirror of your thought, and in its reflection find your every calling answered without hesitation, without the gentle force of your love. For in that force is the peace that you seek. It is in the spiritual house, and those that see not the tenderness and mercy and the true peace of life are the dead that bury the dead, not in the essence of life, but in their refusal to see and to know that in your search for all that is pure and true, think not of impurity, think not of uncleanliness. For you are the way and the light and the life. You are that which is and shall always be. And as you open your fullness of creativity, when you accept unto yourself the dignity and the grace of your being, then you shall flow into the arms of love, beyond to the supremacy of compassion. Think well, not with thoughts, but with feeling. Give of yourself all that you command, for it is your duty to express into each one the need that is yours to express, if you but open the doorway of that Spirit. It is so written that you shall see the face of God, and you see it in the eyes of another that is passing by. You see it in nature's children that you love and caress, for they are the silent answer to your longing to love and to cherish that which never dies in a universe of life. Here I see you search for your own peace, your own love, and your own way. Seek not that which is of limitation to your soul. Seek and believe in that mirror of your mind, the sole force of all talents that have been used so many times before. And I shall not refute your longing if you but accept that which is unreal. For your reality is but the illusion of your thought form. And so before your very eyes, you shall see a newer renaissance of being. You see your world decay, and yet you will see greater trial and tribulation. Though spoken of long ago, is now the reality of spirit. For in your seeking, you have set the pathway of full thought to all the hate and the violence, to all that is not in the essence of tenderness and joy and truth. So it is the minds of men that change the prophecies of your world. It is your thought that changes the tree to a full majestic umbrella of protection for those that are weary and seek its coolness in spiritual value. I shall come again and again. I shall invade your very inner ear and thought. I shall open your doorway of recognition, and I shall prophesy that in few earth months, even in the very moment, those that dream dreams, those that leave to outer force, shall see my face and know. Yet know that you cannot stop in your journey. Know that you must seek the supreme force, and in your seeing shall come your command to be in the fullness of your wisdom. Refresh yourselves in your cup of love. Give that which is truthful, and seek not that which is not untrue. For in untruths there are truths hidden that leave the world in utter shame. For they in their fixed ideas shall only see the force of change brought upon themselves, for they cannot and will not see the value of spirit, and in the values there is the fullness of your very being. It is so written that you are the universe. It is so written that you are the God. It is so written that your religion is your fastening together of all your spiritual ties. And in that fastening shall come your fullness to a life everlasting. My peace profound I leave with you.